Hey there, welcome to the garage in part 3 of the Frankenstein Mad Max welding cart. So I had mentioned that at some point I want to use this space right here in the corner to hold my little air tools. I've got three main tools that I use right now. I've got this straight die grinder, and then somewhere around here I've got my 90-degree angle grinder, and then I've got this little router kind of thing. It's kind of cool. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to have these where they'll hang right here or something. I don't want them laying. I don't want them just laying all over the shop. I don't want to stand them up like this. So I went through a couple of ideas over the last few days. The first was that I thought maybe I could just take a piece of really thin sheet and kind of tack that on there and then cut some little grooves in it so that these guys would hang on that. My issue with that is that this is just a thigh slicer right here. Even if I round this off, that is just a thin piece of metal. There's no way that I don't cut myself on that. So I thought about doing it on the inside. That kind of has me coming up under here. I didn't really like that. So I came up with what I think is going to be a good solution. So check this out. So I had some leftover 1¼ inch square tube from building the cart. And I decided that I could take this and cut it. I should be able to make a little groove on these and then weld them under to hold my tools the way that I want them. I only got a little bit of space, but I don't need much. So I drilled some holes and then got them to the size that would fit, and then used my angle grinder. I wanted to be fairly exact, and I didn't feel that I could get that articulate with the plasma cutter, so I used an angle grinder or cutoff wheel to cut the slots, and I made them pretty close. I think they should work. One of them ended up being a little bit big, but my straight die grinder has this V-style air fitting that's a little bit bigger, so it'll work in that one. And then I actually am eventually going to convert the rest of these to the V-style because I like the high flow. But for the time being, it is what it is. So I got three of these guys cut and slotted, and then I cut them off to length. I need to clean them up a little bit. And now it's just a matter of welding them under the cart so that they'll hold the tools. But I have decided that I'm going to try my hand at TIG welding these instead of MIG welding. I could just zap them on with a MIG welder and call it done. But this is a good opportunity. It's completely non-structural. And if they fall off, they fall off, and I can just fix it later. So it's a good opportunity for me to practice my TIG welding in a super non-critical way. The only thing is I can't really do that, or I don't really want to do that with the cart sitting up. So I'm going to need to unload the cart, flip it upside down so I can TIG weld these. I have been practicing my TIG welding, so check this out. Experimented with some 1/16 inch rod and then some 1/8, and just what was I going? I ended up at 110 amps. Started out at 115. Let me see if I can spin this guy around. I don't remember. That was at 115 amps with the 16-inch rod. I think that was pretty, almost, I don't know, you tell me. I think it would do for what I'm doing. But then here, I don't know, what was I doing? Traveling too fast. That was just kind of janky. Get my finger out of the way so it'll focus. Here, I ran what I thought was a pretty good bead, and then I put a pair of vice grips on it and just peeled it right off. So that obviously didn't hold. And then on this one, this was 1/16 inch rod, filler rod, at 110 amps, and was trying to get my travel speed a little slower so I could get good penetration and just take my time. I don't know. I haven't been doing this very long. That's starting to look like I might be able to TIG weld a little bit. So we're going to find out. I'm going to get this cart emptied out, flip it over, and I'm going to just see if I can't TIG these in. I'm using lift start TIG with the Mig200. I don't have a pedal, so I just have to use lift start, which is actually kind of cool. It's an easy way to learn, I guess. And then we'll zap these on here and see if it turns into something. Got this side all cleaned up and got the area where I'm going to be welding on these guys cleaned up. So let's see if I can get this clamped on here where I want it. I'm going to space these out just a little bit. I think that'll work. I have not managed to find a shade that I can use on the camera yet that really is good for filming welding, so hopefully this doesn't totally blind you guys. I'm getting it a little hot. Here, I obviously didn't tack it. I was getting ready to tack it, and then I was like, well, why bother tacking if I've already got it clamped. I don't like that. Let me show you what I got. What do you think? Halfway decent? I mean, obviously it'll hold a 8-ounce tool, but not bad for my first actual TIG fillet weld, I guess. Those almost start to look like TIG welds, don't you think? What do you think? Not bad for a swamp boy that doesn't know what he's doing. If I do say so myself. Now, I don't know if they'll hold anything, but they'll certainly hold these tools I'm going to hang on them. So I attempted to weld the back sides of those, and that just turned into a joke. But it's okay, because this whole thing is completely overkill anyway. This is the end result of my little tool hangers. So these guys just slide right in there. And they really will all work for the M fit or the V fittings. And if I need to make them a little bigger, I can always go in there and kind of grind them out a little bit. But anyway, there they are. They kind of hang, and they're far enough in that they shouldn't fall out. I mean, I don't drag this cart around too terribly much, but there we go. And I believe that is going to conclude part 3 of the Frankenstein Mad Max welding cart that I'm building. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Got a couple other things that I'm going to do, but leave me a comment. Let me know, what do you think I should do? Are there anything that I need to add to it or change? And let me know what you think about my TIG welding. I have my own thoughts about it, and I am brutally honest with myself. And so it's okay. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. It's just a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and you subscribe if you feel like seeing more of this kind of content. And don't forget, I'm an ArcCaptain affiliate, so there is a link in my description that'll get you 5% off ArcCaptain gear if you're interested. I've had a lot of luck with their equipment, so I don't know. Take it for what it's worth. I've welded a lot of stuff and I enjoy it. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I appreciate it. You guys have a safe and happy summer. It's starting to get hot. Just, hydrate and drink plenty of coffee. You guys have a great day. See you.